Hi everyone! Mbappe's transfer saga is coming to an end, but we are planning no breaks. That's why we've prepared a fresh episode of the most relevant news from the world of football. Give this video a like and let's get the show on the pitch. Diogo Jota has damaged the cruciate ligament of his knee, but did not tear them. He'll be sidelined for 2 months and still be able to play at Euro 2024. The 55-year-old Francesco Colzona, who currently leads the national team of Slovakia squad, has become the new head coach of Napoli. He will combine 2 positions. Earlier on, Colzona was the assistant coach of both Maurizio Sarri and Luciano Spalletti at Napoli. The legendary Roy Hodgson has stepped down as Crystal Palace boss. Oliver Glasner, who captured the Europa League title with Eintracht Frankfurt, was hired instead. Mohamed Salah has suffered a recurrence of the hamstring injury he sustained at the Africa Cup of Nations tournament. The Egyptian will not be available for the game against Luton Town. Former Man United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is being eyed by Bayern Munich as a possible replacement for Thomas Tuchel in case the club sacked the German before the end of the season. Olympique Marseille have agreed to officially part ways with head coach Gennaro Gattuso, along with his coaching staff, after 7 winless matches in a row. He will be replaced by Jean-Louis Gasset, who has been fired from his position as Ivory Coast manager during the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations campaign. After Dani Carvajal was handed a red card during Real Madrid's tie versus Rayo Vallecano, Vinicius sarcastically shouted to the 4th referee, "Incredible game! You've had a great game!" Thomas Tuchel has given the Bayern Munich players a day off after 3 losses in a row. The aim is to get the team to clean their heads and spend time with family before a crucial game against RB Leipzig. Minnesota United are nearing a deal to appoint Eric Ramsey, currently a part of the backroom team of Erik ten Hag's Manchester United in terms of set pieces, as head coach. Should negotiations prove successful, Ramsey would become the youngest manager in MLS history at the age of 31. Former France defensive midfielder Yann M'Vila has penned a contract with West Bromwich Albion until the remainder of the season. His previous club was Olympiacos. Manchester United have agreed a transfer with Newcastle United sporting director Dan Ashworth. Now the Red Devils only need to come to an agreement with the club. Despite the renewal of Takefusa Kubo's contract with Real Sociedad, it does not mean that Real Madrid have lost the priority right to buy the Japanese footballer back. Los Blancos are watching him closely. Bayern Munich have opened the first phase of talks with Adrien Rabiot, whose contract with Juventus expires in the summer. The White and Blacks would like to extend the deal though. Eintracht Frankfurt striker Sasha Kalajic, whose rights belong to Wolverhampton Wanderers, has ruptured the cruciate and lateral ligaments in his right knee. This is his 3rd such injury since 2019. A club from Saudi Arabia is in talks with former AC Milan and AS Roma sporting director Frederic Massara. Manchester United and Arsenal are keen on signing Bologna top scorer Joshua Zirkzee. Joao Felix has rejoined the squad of Barcelona's group training. He has a chance to come on as a substitute in a Champions League match against Napoli. Inter Milan first-choice centre-back Francesco Acerbi will miss the Champions League round of 16 battle against Atletico Madrid due to a slight muscle strain in his right leg. Young OGC Nice head coach Francesco Farioli, who previously worked as an assistant to Roberto De Zerbi, is considered an alternative option for Liverpool in case they fail to agree with Xabi Alonso. Manchester United are willing to sell Mason Greenwood, whom big Spanish clubs are interested in, for no less than 40 million euros. Besiktas have terminated the contract with young midfielder Emirhan Delibash due to the fact that he has an active profile on an online dating site. Despite poor displays in recent matches, West Ham United will not be sacking David Moyes until the end of the season. A change of coach is possible only in the summer. The Confederation of African Football, CAF, and FIFA have approved Morocco to host the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations in the summer from mid-July to mid-August. "I'm not agreeing that Liga 1 is weaker than the Saudi Pro League," as Cristiano said. "I'm sure if a Liga 1 team played against a Saudi Arabian team, they would win," Eden Hazard noted. Sunderland have sacked Michael Beale as head coach, appointing Mike Dawes as the club's interim manager until the end of the season. Gareth Southgate is tracking James Ward-Prowse, West Ham, Harrison Redd, Fulham, and James Garner, Everton. They are the candidates to go to Euro 2024. Bayern Munich's central midfielder Joshua Kimmich almost got into a fight with Thomas Tuchel's assistant Jolt Low after losing against Bochum 2-3. AC Milan have floated the idea of building a stadium together with Inter Milan in the commune of San Donato, but the Nerazzurri refused. New York City have acquired 18-year-old striker Jovan Mijatovic from Crvena Zvezda, who netted 8 goals in 14 appearances this season. The transfer fee is worth 10 million euros. Rodri is the best midfielder in the world right now. He's unbelievable. He is really able to do everything. What a signing for Man City. Remember what we've done. Without him, it would have been difficult, Pep Guardiola said. Girona dropped points for the third La Liga match in a row. After a draw against Real Sociedad and a loss to Real Madrid, Michel's side lost to Atletico Madrid. Friends, if you're still watching us without a subscription, it's time to change that. Moving on to the main news of the release. Despite recent bad results, Bayern Munich have no plans to sack Thomas Tuchel until June. The issue is that the Munich club does not see a suitable person for the job who could improve the situation in the middle of the season. Bayern saw Hansi Flick as such an option, but he is going to return to work in the summer and he's waiting for an offer from Barca. Bayern's priority for the summer remains Bayern's head coach Xabi Alonso, who is so far preferring Liverpool's offer. Other candidates include Zinedine Zidane, Antonio Conte, and Uli Hoeneß's nephew Sebastian, who has been very successful with Stuttgart this season. Former PSG star Neymar liked a post on Jogada and Sayada's Instagram account, which criticizes the French club's board for the privileges Kylian Mbappe used to be granted. The post reads as follows: PSG, an example of football management. They knew how to bring together the best players and had the best team on the planet. When the team started to do well, the ego of a certain Frenchman began to disturb the atmosphere. Mbappe started to feel excluded. Most of the team members spoke Spanish, and he threatened to leave. To not lose his precious, PSG started selling those who were not aligned with Mbappe's thoughts and brought in the French players he wanted. After doing everything to make everything go his way, Mbappe communicated to PSG that he would leave the club for free at the end of the season. And in the end, this is what remains at PSG. Real Madrid have almost agreed on a contract with left-back Alphonso Davies, but Barcelona have also decided to step into this transfer saga. According to a source, yesterday the agent of the Canadian star from Bayern flew to Catalonia, where he met with Blaugrana sporting director Deco. The Spanish giants dream of boosting their left-wing defense with a world-class performer. As for Davies himself, he's already decided to leave Bayern for sure. The club is not ready to meet his financial requirements, nor did the player like the way he was treated by the coaching staff this season. Bayern Munich are on the verge of a very big change, with another footballer who is going to leave the club being the midfield leader Joshua Kimmich. The German defensive midfielder has completely ruined his relationship with Thomas Tuchel and is in doubt about his future at the Bavarian's camp. Kimmich's current agreement with Die Raten expires in the summer of 2025, and the parties have not yet begun renewal talks. The situation is being closely monitored by Barcelona, who see Kimmich as the perfect replacement for Sergio Busquets. An additional argument in Barca's favor may be the appointment of Hansi Flick. All conditions have been agreed. Kylian Mbappe has inked a contract with Real Madrid until the summer of 2029. All that remains is to wait for the official confirmation from Real Madrid, and the transfer saga that has been going on for more than 5 years will finally come to an end. Mbappe will become Real Madrid's highest-paid player, with his salary initially reaching close to 15 million euros. Here's how his salary structure looks like. 2024-25, 15 million euros. 2025-26, 16.5 million. 2026-27, 18 million. 2027-28, 20 million. And 2028-29, 20 million. Besides, according to us in a private conversation in Doha, that PSG president confirmed that Mbappe had 100% agreed with Real Madrid.